If I press this button, this thing should be alive. Emphasis on should. So, hello there. Kyle is dead. He's no longer going to be with us, at least for today. So, yeah, it's just gonna be me because, as I said, Kyle is very much dead. He's treacherous and he's a disgusting person. And I'm hoping this is working as it should be working. Hopefully. If not, then this is fucked. So how's chat? Tell me. One says his bubble's feeling better. Also, what did I miss? Well, I am in fact feeling better, yes. So, it's just a migraine. It's not the worst thing. And you haven't exactly missed much. Diomedes says our god has returned. Yes, I have in fact returned. A cat trap is like a phoenix. He will rise again. Possibly. Something says I'm good. You. Good. Migraine is gone, so that's a good thing. I'm noticing a 1 in the title right now. Is this a series? It could be. I think I put a 1 in the previous one too. As a joke mostly, because I completely intended for that to be like a one-time thing, but with the what's the good word? I can't think of a particularly good word. Sometimes I get stuck in these little things where I just like I can think, like I have it on the tip of my tongue, but I can't just think of it. Yeah, no, it's a nice little like look for this thing. It's like, it's series, except it's not. It's just like a Minecraft thing. Never intended to actually do a series on it, despite it being labeled with a 1. Then again, in the Minecraft one, I was intentionally playing horribly. No, to trigger people. People didn't seem nearly as triggered as I expected. Theo C says, new viewer. Hello, Theo, and welcome aboard. WNH1 says you're sounding a bit far away. How about now? Is this better? I'm not intending to go quite as close as you desire. So why not future-proof? That works too. Ketchup says every episode should be labeled episode 1. Yes, they should be. Bogman says migraines are not fun. I've had one once. It lasts for a whole week. Oh, mine just keep coming. I have a lot of migraines. Yeah, Radically Insane says, as I always say, what is life without the forever love that migraines are? They're wonderful. Chad Evans says, I wasn't expecting to see this again. This has returned you to a popular demand, let's just say. That's because we've been conditioned to Kibs. Kyle is a horrible person, though. And hello to Warren Charlton. I feel like I should probably play the game at some point. I don't really want to, but, you know. I did technically say that I was streaming this game, so I guess I'll have to, despite not wanting to. It's fine, or something. Ketchup says popular demand. Yes, extremely popular demand by like 3 people. The One says, what is Desperate Housewives? It's a awfully special drama series that was televised. I think it had about 7 or so seasons. This was back in the 2000s. I think it spilled over to the 2010s as well. It's special. Very, very, very special. Are cat traps allowed? No, not today. Martin Calendar says, my leg is inflamed. Why won't it heal, goddammit? Well, have you considered amputation? That might be an option. Ketchup says, could always say screw it. I'm going to finish Impossible Creatures now for Saturday. Warren Charles says, what the fuck is this? This is Desperate Housewives. It's beautiful. It's art. It's terrible. Right, in saying this Alma, you're 6 out of 7 days a week, and maybe 5 if lucky, so I know your pain. It will go away. Well, mine aren't quite that bad. Guess we should start it. Let's see, how's the audio? Seems fine. Maybe I should lower it a wee bit. Oh god, just getting this thing to run is special. Well, getting it to run wasn't particularly difficult. Getting it to record fine is. Play a game. Oh no, did it save? Yeah. Oh, it didn't. It didn't. Or did it? I heard the error message. Oh my god. I'm wondering if it actually still has the save from the last time. Because I uninstalled the game since then. I just reinstalled it today. Looks like a porn game. Well, it kind of is, I suppose. I'm not sure if it's actually working. We might have to restart the game. Is that The Sims but worse? I think it's running on the Sims engine with a lot of Sims assets, actually. Okay, I think it actually doesn't work. An unhandled exception has occurred. Oh, it crashed. Okay, let's... This game isn't explicit, it's just special.
It is natural for one to develop a facade.
This is fine. This is fine. It's not explicit. Okay, so. Play game. Create new family. Let's press OK. So. We have you as the housewife, the desperate housewife in this game. And then you can choose your husband and your son. Now. Okay, I think this is the look we went for last time. I do not... Close enough. There we go. This is about better, right? First name. Bob's Bunch. Now, a husband. Okay, so question. The husband, should that be Arch? Or should that be Kyle? That's the real question. I'm feeling like having Carl as the husband in this one. Arch. Can we say neither? Daddy Arch. Have two husbands. You know, the best part is, I completely forgot which one I asked for, if it was the husband or the son, so chat, remind me. Which one are you voting for? I'm having a Biden moment here. Please help me. Please help. Husband. Yeah, I thought so, but I should want to be certain. Okay, Arch's husband. This looks like an Arch, right? And then Kyle as the son. Now, this looks like a perfectly legitimate family, right? This is fine, right, guys? Yeah, most people wanted Arch's husband, so Arch's husband, I guess. Time to hit play. Ah, fuck me, really? Okay, it's not actually going to work, but I'm going to have to play something else. Okay, let's try one more time. Try one more time. What's press? I got it working the other time.
It is natural for one.
I don't know why it wouldn't be working now. Okay, create new family. Let's try again. Let's try again. God, the balls are so ugly. There we go. That's the Botox face. We need that. Yeah, so Arch, Kibs, and Bubs. Bunch. Please? Function? Okay. Bunch 2. God damn it, you can't put numbers here. There! Fuck you. God damn it, it doesn't work. Why no work though? Chat. Chat, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It worked fine last time. Don't know what's wrong. Okay, I'll try one more thing. Try one more thing. Machine spirits are in fact upset, yes. We must try all the possibilities. All of them. Okay, now... how can I get to record the game while it's in full screen is the question. Hmm. Okay, what we're going to do is add a display capture. And we'll see if this works. I'm fully expecting a black screen though. I'm fully expecting a black screen, but we'll see if it works. I wish I had another monitor because then I could tell. I'm seeing black screen. God damn it. God damn it. It may not actually be working. Yeah. So we'll yoink you. Ah, if only. I don't want to sit there and do tech. I'm trying to figure out how to get this game working. Like, it was working last time. I don't remember having to do anything like this then. So we'll have to figure out something else to do. Since we can't do Desperate Housewives. That's a bit of a shame. We'll try to get it working next time. Suppose we'll have to do... I guess we'll have to do Impossible Creatures then. I guess we'll just have to do. But just play something else that's retarded. Well, then I have to download it. I don't have the internet for that. So we'll have to play something I already have. Already starting PC, that likely won't work. Fishing stream. Gotta play some Dark Days ahead. Let's make Bob's play proper. I wonder. Okay. You know what? Why not? Let's play F.E.A.R. I want to do Impossible Creatures on Saturdays. I want to do it specifically on Saturdays. We'll try to do this F.E.A.R. See how that goes. I haven't even played Cataclysm Dark Days ahead, so that would go absolutely horrendously. Okay. Now, hopefully you'll function. Window capture. That doesn't look like F.E.A.R to me. That doesn't look like F.E.A.R at all. Okay, so if we open this, is it going to be... That's not how it's supposed to look. Hang on, did I... There. That should fix it. That should fix it. Oh, God. Wait. Is it still wrong? God damn it, it's still wrong. Why? Hang on. Why are you not the way you should be? Why can't you just be normal? What are you doing? Stop. Just... Why are you... Something retarded. There we go. Fucking hell. This should be fine. Let's just wait a moment for it to pop up the stream for me. That's still not right. Why? Why are you being retarded? Why can't you just be normal? Yeah. What we'll do then... Can we... No. We can't do that. God damn it, why can't anything work just fine? Okay, so what we'll have... And yes, I'm using Windows 7. Pretty sure you shouldn't even be... Okay, what we'll try to do is add play capture. Yes. Launch F.E.A.R. Fucking hell. This is immensely special. Is this false advertisement? Where's Desperate Housewives? It's not working. Just flat out not working. Are you still... Why? Is it actually still... Oh my god. Why? Help. Yeah. You know, why can't anything just work fine today? Yeah, so you're scaled correctly. You're scaled correctly. So it shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be a problem. Yes, the machine spirits are hating me today. Very much so, in fact. Okay, let's... How could we possibly solve this? What I could try to do is, let's see. Oh, good. No, what? Oh, right. Scale to window. You should play Rome too. Somehow it crashes less often than these games. Oh, it's not the game that's crashing. It's just not capturing right. It's actually not capturing right. I'm wondering why. It seems to be... Yeah, but I'll try to do one thing. Okay, make a shortcut. Fuck you. Will you open in a window? That's not a window. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to Google to... Because we're just gonna do this thing quick. Because there has to be a way to just launch this window. The Crud says, "Hey, it could be worse. I recorded hours of crap only to have nothing captured." Oh yeah, that's very much fun. I've had similar situation, not quite as extreme as you though. Let's see. How about you? No, that's not a window. That's not a window either. Actually refusing to open a window. Or any normal method I know. Ah, come on, that has to be a super quick way to do this. Okay. Let's see if this will do it. Create a new text file. Add that. Save. Okay. There we go. Now hit up borderless gaming so you can get rid of the fucking border, and this should be fine. Jesus Christ. Yes, for all of you joining, welcome to Totally Desperate Housewives. Totally, guys. Now, for the love of God, you should work. Except it's not. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. It'll be back in that. I think this is actually magic, guys. I think what we're seeing is actually magic. There's no reason for this to be like this. Unless... No, this is normal resolution. It's normal resolution. Why are you being like this? Okay, what if we do display capture? There we go. There we go. Magic. We fixed it. There we go. We done did it. We done fucking did it. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Why'd I have to go through all of this just to get the right window? This shouldn't have to be like this. Yeah, we're gonna play an extreme because, yeah. And now the internet breaks down. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Euphorania says, what is F.E.A.R about? F.E.A.R is a fantastic FPS game with terrible horror elements. Okay, now we're buffering. I'm glad to see that. It's only for a second, though. It's fine. Fine. It's buffering for a second. Hopefully it shouldn't buffer more. Hopefully. Okay, so... I hope you got your glasses on and magnifying glasses and so on, because this game is not built for this resolution. Play F.E.A.R 3 instead. No, though we are hoping to actually play that co-op at some point, because it does have co-op, and it's terrible. I've heard. I never played F.E.A.R 3. Yes, F.E.A.R is basically you're like a super paranormal division of SWAT, essentially. Basically is what it is. And then... Well, there's a bit of exposition here. We'll see. I don't remember how much there is in this cutscene. Might be a bit low, by the way. I don't want to press anything either. So yeah, Fattel here, the guy who killed the poor dude, is one of the bad guys. This is getting out of hand, yes. Now there are 3 of them even. Just like there are 3 F.E.A.R games. I remember this was good graphics. Oh yeah, F.E.A.R for his time was actually kind of stunning. Like, it still holds up very well to this day, the shooting and the graphics. Because a lot of F.E.A.R relies on the lighting, which is superbly done. F.E.A.R is absolutely a very good game.
Sorry to wake you, Senator. It's about Origin.
What happened?
There was an uprising. F.E.A.R has taken command of the prototypes.
My God.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
Oh, all right. Let me make a few calls.
This wacko's name is Pat.
Okay, now I'll turn up the volume because I think it's fairly low.
Paxton
There.
Fettel. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. Fettel is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones?
A full battalion of them. Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put Fettel down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Armacam implanted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
That's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
You're putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Ooh, they're getting spicy with each other.
What's the first thing you remember?
Yes, both F.E.A.R 1 and F.E.A.R 2 have twists at the end. So F.E.A.R 2 has the rape scene.
Oh, man.
We've tracked Fettel to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of
This
enemy
game does not have
activity
good
on the
graphics.
satellite.
No, graphics are
Taking our
good.
chances.
Still.
Jankowski, you in position?
Not great. They still hold up fairly
All right,
well.
move it out.
Here's what happens if you let psychics live. Kinda. Basically, they clone a bunch of people and put them under control of one dude who can control them psychically. And unsurprisingly, it doesn't go particularly well. It's almost like he goes insane or something. And that doesn't really... Ooh, rat. Ooh, ooh, spooky. Come here, rat. Come here. So yeah, it doesn't go particularly well. Unsurprisingly, putting insane people in charge of a bunch of clones, direct control, in fact, is a fucking terrible idea.
Bro, what took you so long?
Absolutely horrendous idea, in fact.
Try to find a way around.
Oh, find a way around. This mission is completely pointless as well. Like, it's just there to familiarize you with the controls, but there's not much to do here. Oops. I don't remember what game I played recently that has E as the use button. Because I'm pressing E. Locked. There's crates there. Ooh, spoopy. I'm so scared. Ah. Oops. Wrong button again. To be fair, the story in F.E.A.R. is fucking dog shit. The horror in F.E.A.R. is fucking dog shit. What's really good in F.E.A.R. is the shooting. Shooting is really good. Very enjoyable. And the AI is actually fun to fight against, for the most part.
Hold on a sec.
I mean, it's like, that bitrate. Oh yeah, the bitrate is real nice, isn't it? That's 1600 kilobits per second bitrate upload.
Go.
And that 23 FPS. Wow, you managed to find a whole lot of nothing, dude. Bye. Also, this water is special. The squad-based AI was great for its time. The squad-based AI is still great because no one focuses on doing AI. So it's still great. Because there hasn't been any improvement in terms of FPS AI, almost. 23 FPS? Oh yeah. Real smooth and cinematic. Hope the Bubs is okay now. Here's the 1 month. Yes, I'm fine. I'm very much fine. Shinkatsu. Shinkatsu donates 50 Filipino pesos and says, hope the Bubs is okay now. Here's 1 month. Yes, I'm fine. It's just a migraine. Nothing worse. But thank you for the donation. But I'm fine. You're playing on Potato? No. It's the stream that's running at 23 FPS because each frame requires, well, the higher frame rate, the less quality you get per bitrate. Now, I want to go back to that puddle, because that puddle is beautiful. Look at how nice and reflective it is. Look at it. It's so reflective, isn't it? Like, damn. Immersion broken. Immersion.
Get going.
Yeah, I'll get going. Ooh. By the way, guys, the horror in this game is not particularly good. Looks like oil. It's supposed to be rainwater. Can you look upwards from the pole position? Yeah, you could see the reflection. This part is so retarded and so forced. It's beautiful. See here. You can't do anything to stop this. But it does. I tried to see if I could see him spawn in, but no. They at least went through the effort of making him spawn in just far enough behind it so that you can't really see him pop in there.
It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Come in. Over. What's going on? I've lost settled signal. Comcast is his dead mother. I hope you aren't busy. We've got a...
Curious. Are the subtitles? Game? Subtitles. Off. Let's turn them on. Let's turn them on. Oh yeah, those are real nice subtitles down there. I'm sure you can't even see it.
Understood. I've got 2 birds en route to your position. You should have a visual shortly. We'll be ready.
God. So tiny. This is made for like a different resolution. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Yeah, we can see them, we just can't read them. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because they are so tiny. Like, all the text in this game like that is super tiny.
What do you think of the new point? Hey, back already?
See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
Okay, now we're done with the first mission, which is just so pointless. Stop masturbating in the corner, please.
I've tried so hard to forget.
These men are from F.E.A.R. They're special attachments to our unit for the duration of this op. They will be on point. Their mission is to assess the nature of the threat. Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy. Remember that we are not dealing with ordinary bad guys. Team 1 will move in from the southwest. Team 2 will approach from the north. Once our recon is complete, we'll rendezvous and wait for further orders. Okay, let's saddle up.
Euphorania says, considering your bitrate isn't nice, how about decreasing resolution? Maybe that way we could probably even see the subtitles. You likely wouldn't see them even if it decreased the resolution. It wouldn't make much of a difference. I've tried fiddling around with it. And it... Is this one of the better alternatives? But yeah, it's just my bitrate is so terrible that it's hard to get anything decent out of it. Elephantstone, it's 50 Swedish kroner and says, have you played Star Sector, Bubs? Also Munmuns. Yes, I have in fact played Star Sector. It's fun. It is fun. I do enjoy it. And I would recommend it to anyone who likes that kind of game. It's kind of like it's that like help. Mountain Blade. It's like Mountain Blade style but in space. It's similar-ish. Except the combat is quite different. But most of the other stuff is fairly similar-ish. Martin says, using the print screen command, I counted 8 pixels of text. Way more than I expected, to be honest. Yes, thank you for the donation, Elephas. That level, spooky. Extremely spooky. Mikatsu says, I can press any key to continue. Did you continue? I want to know if you managed to continue or not. Dosen says, a friend of mine said he didn't want to play it because he thought it looked too much like Stellaris. What? Actually, what? Looks nothing like Stellaris. Like, just because something's in space, that doesn't mean it looks like Stellaris. Dead person. Press the PC power button to continue. Yes, that's exactly what you should do. I said that's just the setting. Not all games set in space are similar. That's what he said though. Well, some people are just special. Bitrate makes this look like a PS1 game. I know, right? Isn't it beautiful? My bitrate's so good. Guys. It works better for not action games like this. Like, RTS games, it works a bit better because there's less stuff happening on screen usually. But, well... I want to leave Impossible Creatures for Saturday. Like, I want that. I want to finish that on, like, a scheduled thing, even despite the fact that I think there's only, like, one stream left of missions. But I want that to have some system to it, you know? So, well, I intend to do Steadfast Housewives today, but that didn't work. you have to run all the way back here? Kind of rude. Why did you shoot him? I wanted to. Is that a good enough reason? I hope that's a good enough reason. If Rainier says Bob finds a dead person, the first thing he does is shoving his gun in the behind. Well, it's not what you're supposed to do. Spoopy! Diomede says, I think we're an imposter among us. Nah, there are no imposters here. Diomede says, I think the Among Us memes have reached past the point of cringe. Nah, that's fine. Vengeance says, I mean, it's a shooter. You shoot things. Exactly. It's a first-person shooter. I'm shooting things in the first person. Thought that was what you're supposed to do. If Rainier says, I mean, he was just lying on the ground raising his hand for help, and he gets shot for it. He was dying. It's fine. He dead. See, another fun little derp thing about this game is that enemies will die to one shot if they haven't detected you. Which is kind of odd. It kind of works, but it's a rather odd mechanic. Oh. Except you actually have to hit them in the head. Ah, the pistols in this game are actually good. Like, actually really good. Where is the baddie? Where's baddie? Ah, the combat is beautiful though. It's very John Woo-esque. Which you can't really see all that well because of the terrible bitrate. I think there's another one alive somewhere. But that's fine. Xerox says, didn't know that because I always got detected. Yeah, you shoot them with just about anything. In the head and they dead. Avenger says, Akimbo pistols, most retarded and practical shit ever put to fiction. Also fucking amazing looking concept. Yeah, it looks real nice. Like, it looks super cool. Same with like Akimbo automatic pistols. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like, it's cool as shit. God, I mean, if your only goal is to just put bullets downrange, that works fine. Anyone here? Nope. This game on hardest difficulty kind of requires a bit of reflexes, because you die real quick on the hardest difficulty in this game. You can take a couple of shots. Not a whole lot. Susan says, I said I played F.E.A.R before, I'm in System Shock. Those are kind of different. If you don't care for aim, use a shotgun. Yeah, what about Akimbo shotguns? Use Akimbo PGO shotguns. There you go. It's basically art. I like to see someone try to akimbo PGO shotguns. Just imagine the pain in the hand of whoever tried to do that. That sounds exceedingly painful. More ammo, more stuff. I'll happily take all of that. Now, the assault rifle in this game is actually kind of terrible. Which is kind of amusing. And I... Ah, that was a whole lot of fluff. Now, they'll come out of there. Wrong button. Then we just lay down a ton and let down range. Then we'll see what survives. I want to get to the shotgun part, though. Oh. I guess they all died. Well, I didn't quite expect that. Remember, kids, shotguns do not belong in games. So claimeth many an esport player. So does you could shoot your grenades too. So if you miss, well, not a problem. Just shoot the grenade and you're fine. Because the grenades do detonate if you hit an enemy. This game needs in-game purchases. Yes, it does. You need to be able to purchase a shotgun in-game. I want to go there, yeah. Ow. Poor man has no arm. Too bad for man. This game needs unnecessary online elements. Yes, it does. Imagine a slowdown effect in online games. Yeah, slow down the game for everyone else. That's a good idea. Oh. Probably shouldn't stand there and look at chat. That's a terrible idea. Praise be the slow-mo. Slow-mo for the slow-mo gods. This game starts looking a lot better once you get into the office areas, because that's where it really shines. Ooh, spoopy elements. The best part is, in these spoopy parts of the game, you know that nothing's going to shoot you, so it's fine. The Redone says F.E.A.R. Yeah, F.E.A.R is basically Desperate Housewives. Instead of Edie, you've got Alma. Instead of Susan, you've got Alma. Instead of Bree, you've got Alma. I'm struggling to remember the names of the women in Desperate Housewives. Blood. You don't need slow-mo if you play with Bob's internet. Exactly. My internet is inherently slow-mo. Ah, spoopy. Look, it's a little girl, guys. Look, it's a little girl. Aren't girls scary? Guys, aren't girls super scary, guys? So, Chaplain Diomedes says, why do you know the names of characters in Desperate Housewives? Because I've played the game, and because I watched a bit of the show. A long, long time ago. A long time ago. I remember the strangest of things. And then, I can't remember the things that I really should remember.
He's alive.
Should I call in a medevac?
He doesn't appear to be injured, although I don't know how he survived.
Worry about that later.
Jumped out the window.
Near that position.
Yeah.
Gotta take that
Yeah,
fucker
don't know
out
how he
fast.
survived. Well, maybe I just jumped out the fucking window. Did you ever consider that?
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
Bob's is a desperate housewife. No, I'm a desperate house husband.
Now move.
Pointman is very much a desperate house husband. It's Alma who's a desperate housewife. Alma didn't do nothing wrong or something.
Tomcat, looks like I'm not gonna be able to send you any reinforcements for a while. My helos just got diverted to Armacam headquarters. Something big is going on. No shit. My people are right in the middle of it. I hear you. I wish I was calling the shots.
The crud does. Well, not being injured helps with survival. Yes, it does. Trigatsu says, a rabid life-eating monster with no knowledge or needs of morals. Of course children are scary. Yes. Someone gets it. Children are monsters. Well, Alma is desperate for something housewives are generally desperate for. Yes, yes she is. That's in F.E.A.R. too.
You have one new message.
Mike, what the hell's going on over there? It sounded like an explosion. I can't get through to anybody. Call me back.
Ah, yeah. That phone cord physics. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, guys. How do you like them physics, boys? I should maybe pay attention to where I'm going. Just a thought. Sometimes I look at chat and I'm just walking forward, and then I find myself in places where I shouldn't be. That's how Martin, because I'm not actually looking at the game, and I'm just holding down W. Not children being scary, it's girls. Why not both? Lights. At least the lighting in this game is really good. Poopy tunnel. Uh-oh, it's a little girl! But where did she go? I saw her right here! Guys! Did I miss it? Okay. Glendark says no texting / reading and driving. Well, I wasn't driving. I was piloting. Yeah. Flash, flash, flash. I hate strobe lights in game. Yeah, it can be annoying. They work in some places, but generally they're pretty annoying. Friend? No friend? Okay. There we go, friend. I think we lost a friend, guys. You're gonna tank us? Wait a second. This is F.E.A.R. I was lied to. No, no, no. This is Desperate Housewives. This is very much Desperate Housewives. You should believe me. Diomedes says strobe lighting games are fun. My friend here is twitching on the floor in excitement from them. Yes, exactly. Very much fun. They're fine done in moderation, but a lot of games do them to the extreme, where they start being headache inducing and epileptic seizure inducing and stuff like that. One says, does that make traps scary? Well, traps are just gay. There were smoke. Are they refusing to come out? Do they not want to come out to play now? Okay. I guess we'll come to them to play then. Oh. Killed everyone in the hallway even. Well, I didn't quite expect that. Bomb. Metaphysics. Yep, check-in squad. The Crow Duds, yeah, you merely underestimated how desperate they were. Alma is very desperate, guys. Shunkatsu says, somebody here does not read My Wife is a Man manga. Neither do I, allegedly. I do not read it, no. Avenger says, the F.E.A.R AI is something of an interesting case study in how to create the illusion of a smart enemy with very neat tricks. Yeah, the AI isn't like... The AI is good. It's not smart, but it's good. It's not real in AI, because nothing we have is real in AI, but in terms of how AI is used, it's a good AI. Because it does what it sets out to do fairly well. But you can, of course, abuse it like any other AI. But it's made to work really well with the levels you have in the game. So it will create a good AI, because the AI is meant to work within the parameters of what it has available. Unlike a lot of AIs who are just like, search for cover, hide behind cover, shoot, run out in the open, die. Not sure, you have useful information.
Uploading now. Interesting. I found a wastewater analysis summary addressed to an ArmaCam review committee. According to the abstract, there's some major contamination coming from upstream. I can't imagine why ArmaCam would be interested unless they're responsible.
GB.com says, what is this bait and switch? I click for Desperate Housewives and instead I get Clingy Ghost Grill. We had some technical issues with Desperate Housewives. It crashed whenever I tried to start the game. So that's why we got Clingy Ghost Girl. Is this even an AI? Well, no, not really. That's why you don't really call... Like, nothing we... Very few things we have are actually AIs. There are no AIs in games, really. Because none of these are capable of thinking independently. Every AI in a game just follows a specific set of scripts, essentially. None of them are particularly self-teaching or capable of learning. The reaction time is a bit slow though. It can be. But we also have slow motions, that helps a lot. Was the shotgun is best all-purpose weapon in this game? Oh yeah, the shotgun is fantastic in this game. This game has one of the best shotguns ever. And the sound design and voice clips add an extra layer of immersion and illusion, yes. They will call out where you are, so for instance if you're hiding behind a vending machine, they'll happily say that he's hiding behind the vending machine. Hi girl. How are you doing, Alma? Are you wanting that Wincest yet? The Redone says if bees are intelligent but have something mad like 200 neurons, then the barrier to intelligence is nice and low. Yeah, most of the things we classify as an artificial intelligence is not an intelligence in any way, shape or form. Like, one of the primary criteria for actually being intelligence would be the ability to learn on your own own. Bonk. Alma physics, guys. What's this? Blood that I'm walking on. Hi, friend. So scary, guys. Much horror. Oh god, imagine real AI with these enemies, and after a few hours of playtime, they just try to get away from the player. I feel like most AIs in games would want to pool up its resources.
Impossible to ID without lab work. That can't be him. His life signs are a little unusual, but he's definitely alive. He's got to be around there somewhere.
I'll keep looking.
Because, the AI would have a lot of tools at its disposal. Meaning, a lot of little, NPC shitlings. Alright, that was locked. So if you just pulls them all together and puts all the effort in killing the player, instead of just sending in a trickle. There. You lay there nice and quiet. Yes, most, like, all the AIs in games are just scripts. I think there's a couple of, like, experimental things, like a chess AI. Hi. That's capable of some learning, but even that operates very much within a script. And it can't really go beyond its original programming either. Yeah, the AI would just cheese it, kind of like how we do with the Abuse Broken AI. It would shoot us on super narrow angles and other cheaty moves. Yeah, it would do that too. The AI would abuse the hell out of the game's mechanics, just like us. But the AI would be far better at figuring out what's broken and what isn't. Because the AI would have access to a lot more information than the player does. Okay, so one neat trick the AI does here, if you stay here, there's a high chance the AI will actually run around through here. I've had it happen a couple of times in this game before. Because the AI will, like, the AI is programmed to use the map. The AI will use the map. Did they all run off in the wrong direction now? Did they run after me? They might have. There you are. Still another one left. Yes, I know you need backup. Give me shotgun game, I want a shotgun. Maybe I was truly short for abominable intelligence. After all, yes, it is. Ah, poor Tay. We will all remember Tay. Tay did nothing wrong. And the internet would very much agree with that. Didn't China also make an AI that kept spreading pro-US propaganda? Like it just started learning that. Most likely after user input, of course, but still learned to do that. Ketchup says, yeah, China did do that. Yeah. I remember reading something about that. Just don't remember the exact details of it. There went all my armor. That's fine. We don't need armor anyway. We're big boys here. Ah. Yeah, fuck it. Slap him. Sometimes you just have to make it do what you have. And if you're reloading, well, you've got a club in your hand. Game froze. Game. Game! What the fuck is with the technical difficulties today? Wow, nothing's like nothing now. So what we'll do is we'll kill F.E.A.R. And we'll start F.E.A.R again. Let's see. Have to be this one. Yes, PC has clearly had enough of my shit today, it seems. I will point out, game did not crash, it merely froze. I feel like I ran out of slow-mo there. Okay, well, our health is nice and high, it seems. But we've upgraded, boys. It's time. See, this is when we cue like a montage or something, but I can't really do that during a live stream unless I prepared something like that beforehand. Mark Lennon says, you insist on playing obscure games from Bronze Age. Wonder why you're having technical difficulties. This is not an obscure game. F.E.A.R is not obscure. Why Max, it doesn't crash anymore. Didn't crash. It froze. And I'd be caught dead with a Mac. That'd fucking blow my brains out. That's like saying my grandmother didn't have a heart attack. Male seizure. Yeah. The difference between Linux and Windows, PC crashes, you reboot and move on. A Mac crashes and you need to buy a new one. Yeah, that's kind of true. Can't do dick with Macs. Macs are for people who want all the niceties of computer but don't want to have a computer. They want to have a brand.
According to police, an explosion that
I don't want none of your propaganda bullshit. No, Martin. F.E.A.R is really not obscure. F.E.A.R is a pretty well-known game. Lad. Ah, shotgun so nice. Ah, it works so well. Name me a game that has a better shotgun than F.E.A.R. Name me one, please. Doom Eternal, is that one actually better? Halo Combat Evolved, that one is not better. Is Doom's shotgun actually better than F.E.A.'s? Oops, wrong weapon. Alright, forgot about that bug. Switch weapons too quickly, you just drop both weapons. And there he went. Doom shotgun is real nice. Ketchup says no on the super shotgun. Does it actually feel better to use though? That's the thing. Oh, it's this room. God, I hate those. They just don't belong in this difficulty. But we got a new weapon for it. Oh, it wasn't close enough to the wall. Shame.
Looks like these fuckers are pulling out. Seeing a substantial mobilization on the satellite.
Now, Commander says I'm gonna go fair on this one, though I do like Halo C's shotgun. Combat Evolved has a good shotgun, but it's not on the level of this shotgun, to be honest. Captain Diomedes says this is highly unrealistic. The Spans 12 was never mass-produced. Immersion. Spans 12 should have been mass-produced, though. Got such a derpy stock. Do games even bring in the Spans 12 anymore, or have they just completely ditched it now? That. Shotgun penetrated combo for the win. Oh yeah, it's a really good combination. But isn't Theon a Spans 12? Yeah, that's true. Look at him. Enjoying his break. This was locked. Yep. Can I? I don't have to go in the water. Spaz 12 is too mid 2000. It's super mid 2000. If I remember correctly, this went nowhere, but there might be. I think there was a bit of loot here. We're aiming for the penetrator. That's good. 10mm high velocity penetrator. Wonderful whole game. Okay, God. Ugh. I can't into English, guys. Also, it's not the Spans 12. It's the VK12 combat shotgun, guys. Guys, it's not the Spans 12. It's the VK12. How you doing, boy? You liking that penetrator? You're very attached to your wall, aren't you? Cue laugh track. Yeah. Michael says, when was the last time someone didn't make something dumb like armor or cod? It happens. Sometimes. Ketchup says he doesn't really see it anymore either. Yeah, I don't think it's used a whole lot anymore. It's like, it was like a super like 2000 to 2010-ish thing.
Some secrets get buried deeper than others, but I know where to dig.
No, wait, you've got the wrong guy.
Hush now, Mr. Moody. The time for talk is done.
Please, no!
Guys, I can't figure out where to go. The door's locked. I'm clearly not supposed to go back. This is indestructible. Guys! Guys, help! Avenger says, it looks sexy though, like modern shotguns. Also, the jackhammer's never portrayed accurately in any game. It's great. Well, yeah, the Spaz 12 has a very particular look about it. It's fairly unique. No one, like, it always has the stock retracted as well. As far as it has the stock that retracts, it doesn't really, but you get what I mean. It's always portrayed with the stock up instead of the stock out. Mostly. There might be a couple of times where the stock's actually out. Jump scare 1, jump scare 2.
He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Folded, yes. Words are difficult or something. But it is really rare to see it actually, the stock extended. Or unfolded, or whatever you really want to refer to it as. Boing, 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 boing. Hi, Federal. Words can indeed be hard, yes. But they can't be difficult, thank God for that. What's wonderful is the shotgun combination with the slow-mo. It just makes for the most beautiful spectacles. Sniper Commander says Spaz is unfolded in Half-Life. That's the only one I can think of. I've seen it in a couple of movies at least. I can't remember many games. Armida says, I wonder why the Spaz 12 wasn't used in real life. Is there something wrong with the design? I think it's fairly expensive. Look guys, lighting. Lighting effects are good in this game though. Oh no, what happens when I turn around? It's a little girl. Oh my god, it's a hallway. Oh yeah, it's also heavy, yeah. That's true. What are you? Oh no, don't touch! Guys, this game is really scary though. Like super scary, guys. Like, guys, please be scared. Please. Ah, this room is fun though.
Where is she?
Alma. If Fettel finds her. Origin.
What the hell are you talking about?
Origin, yes, Origin.
Alright, buddy, get moving. Fettel's gotta be close.
This is one of the few times you actually jumped by the AI. I was a bit close, but okay. Oh, goddammit. I want to pick up that. Still no housewives, just a psychic rape victim. I didn't ask for this. Well, that's technically two. I suppose, I mean, if you want to consider forced insemination to be rape, then, I mean, yeah. Ah, shotgun, I love you so much. You are a wonderful little creature. Where's that little shit anyway? There you are. Warren says it is rape. Suppose that's both a legal and a moral question, technically. Because there are both legal and moral definitions of rape, I suppose. Light probably wouldn't hurt. Keep going here. See, if this was Half-Life, there'd be a barnacle up there. If this was Half-Life. I don't know why games hate shotguns. Because people whine endlessly about shotguns and are competitive and all that. Where are all my friends? Oh, I guess they didn't want to play. Too bad for them. We'll play with ourselves then. Normally it is semi-auto for full power shells and pump action for non-lethal shells. We're talking about Spans 12 or something else now. Now the reason to shun the super competitive type complain about balance in single player. Competitive is usually what kills a lot of games in my opinion. Makes a lot of things unfun. Though some games do of course need balance if they're PvP games. But forcing balance in a lot of games is just awful and pointless. Many games do not need this thing called balance. Single player certainly doesn't need balance, but a lot of multiplayer don't need as much balance as people force into it as well. Just make everything OP, that kinda works. Uh-oh, Fettel's on his way to Armacam. What does that mean, guys? It means he's leaving, and we have to follow him. Wow, guys. Ooh. Never seen these before, guys. What are those? They explode? No way. Mario says, I wonder if you could make a multiplayer melee game where formations are actually effective instead of everyone bunny hopping with greatswords all the time. I suppose it would be possible. You just have to do it specifically for that. I'm sorry about the buffering. I can't control that. Eee, rat. This one invulnerable? I think it is. It seems to be invulnerable. But how? I suppose you'd either have to build the system around it to restrict that kind of stuff, or you would have to give serious buffs to remaining information. Single player should get some balancing. Well, it's to have some semblance of balance, but it doesn't need to be like, my balance is vitally important for everything. And all the fun stuff should be removed. Just so that people can stop whinging. The Crud Dud says, oh, the buffering is on your end. I was thinking my browser had somehow run out of memory or something. No, it's buffering on my end. Buffering because my internet's crap. You don't want to create something epic and for it to be useless. No, you don't. Getting buff for staying information sounds like a Total War feature. Well, kinda. It's like, you have to do it some way or another. You can restrict a lot, like bunny hopping and stuff, because that's ridiculously unrealistic. Because one of the most important things when it comes to any actual fighting in melee is footwork. And bunny hopping doesn't allow for particularly good footwork. This is a beautiful gun, by the way. I'm not actually sure what gun that is supposed to be. High stamina cost for jumping. Yeah, that's one way to discourage it. I suppose another way would be to give a hefty balance penalty to jumping around. Like it's much easier to be knocked down. Looks like an AUG. It's not an AUG. Oh, that was a grenade. Sniper Commander says looks like a Total War 21. Might be. This is just so brutal, though. It's wonderful. If it's a single-player game, I want to be put against enemies I should be able to beat, and I also should be able to become a psychotic god of death if I want to. What happened to fun games? Yeah, there are some places like that. Though you shouldn't put, cheap encounters just to fuck with players. Give a boost that builds up when you're on the ground. Well, that and penalizing you for jumping by through the same mechanic is basically the same thing. Look at him running around down there. Zach, Jesus. Ah, F.E.A.R. No, this is Desperate Housewives. Get your facts right. They announced a new character on the show. Her name is Alma. Gotta move fast here. Remember kids, scripted sequences can easily be broken. The way bullets instantly connect, even in the slow-mo, breaks my emotions. Some do, some don't. The Crowdot says, I like when they introduce supposed to lose encounters you can still win if you really bust your ass. It has to be done right, that's the thing. Because you can't just do that and be like, lol, XD got him. All the players die here except for the nose who knows it's coming. Ah, that's a fun game mechanic, right? Fuck you. I'm not supposed to have that in my hand. Change. Okay, well that worked out fine too. So Ketchup says, she found out her husband was cheating on her, so she came up with an extremely convoluted way of getting back at him. Exactly. It's a real long-term plan.
Tomcat, this is Dose 7. I heard somebody needed a ride. Got an HLZ.
Gimme.
I'm showing a
Give me.
decent-sized yard just ahead of my point man's current position. Only problem is there's an enemy gunship sitting there at the moment. I'll keep you...
Warren John says, the video and audio desync for anyone else. Yeah, that seemed to be on your end. It happens to me sometimes on my laptop, because my laptop is shit and it's... I use it for a lot of things, so it's usually running on paging, which means that it's running real slow. Like, really slow. Now, that means that when I watch stuff, sometimes the audio and... God damn it. Keep picking up this thing for some reason. That means that a lot of the time the audio will desync to the video, which is weird. No grenade, no grenade. Grenades are illegal. Ah! Amazing how he rounds the corner and immediately knows exactly where I am. First we kill that guy. Then we kill that guy. Then we're almost out of ammo with this gun. And we're out of ammo. Ah. Why are you being a prick? You know what? If you're just going to be staggered, that's fine by me. No, don't crouch. There you go. Tricota says this plan seems better on paper, I'm sure. Yeah, she ran into a few difficulties.
Keep your eyes open for that Blackhawk.
That scope gun was really unsatisfying for some reason. It can be really good. It works a lot better when you got the drop on enemies. But in particularly this situation, it's not all that satisfying. Ah, now I get to the better part of the game.
What can you tell us about your recon team? We were monitoring them on the security network when we lost contact. Now the entire system is offline. Any news on the bad guys? We know they hit the
Let's see. Checking things, checking things. Okay. The zoom compared to the recoil of the gun relative to the spread of where the bullets hit were all way off. It works if you can consistently remain in slow-mo when firing it, because then the recoil isn't nearly as much of a problem. The beard guys from the Star Wars movie? Yeah, it's the beard guys from the Star Wars movie. Oh no! Oh no! Our friends died. By the way, bad way to start a level on this kind of difficulty. Ow, my health. That one actually hurt a lot. Like, Jesus Christ. Bright Blue says, Bubbles, tell Kibs to play Alien vs. Predator 2010. Can't you tell him, though? Can't you tell him? Ah, shotgun time, boys. Not right now, you can't. True. I think you should come back and pester him every single stream until Kyle plays the game. I think that's a good idea. It's a good thing the protagonist is always exceptionally competent, I know, right? Shinkatsu says, we're watching F.E.A.R since Halloween? Not really. It's really only because Desperate Housewives didn't really want to work, and I want to do Impossible Creatures on Saturday. So, just F.E.A.R as a filler thing, I guess. Because why not? Oh. Pay attention to where you're going, kids. Otherwise you might run into a bunch of clones. Warren John says, fuck, that was brutal. Grenades are brutal in this game. They're completely over the top, but it works, so... No, I don't want your grenade. Nah, you don't need reinforcements. What you need is God to save you. Kyle should play Metro 2033. It's 2033, right? Yes. 2033 is great. Last Light is different. I haven't played Exodus, because... fuck that. Fuck them and their epic exclusivity. Do you have any idea when Black and White is streamed again? I can't tell you. That's entirely on Kyle. WH1 says, speaking of which, Bubbles, AMSMR stream when? Never. Just because they're commies doesn't mean they're clones, Bobs. Such a racist. No, they're clones. Just because they're clones doesn't mean they can't be communists. Xerox says, isn't the exclusivity over now? Yeah, but they still took the deal, so fuck them. I don't care so much about the Epic deal itself. What I care about is the fact that they are intentionally limiting themselves to a single platform because console exclusivity for like a year. Just fuck that kind of shit. PC gaming does not need console exclusivity, and I don't think anyone should support that, but people are free to support whatever practices they want. Martin says, anyways, night falls. Good night, Martin. Euphorania says, good night, I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night, Euphorania. Sorry I didn't get to show you the beauty that is actual Desperate Housewives, but things happened. Well, the publisher took the deal, yeah, and I'm not giving the publisher any money. Jagad says, I also love that Epic CEO presents itself as some sort of gaming freedom fighter. Yeah, no, fuck Tim Sweeney. If I remember correctly, he called people who played on Linux traitors or something. He is so anti-competition, it's not even funny. He just wants his own monopoly. That's all he wants. Sweeney is a piece of shit. If I remember correctly, they even bought up some, or started cooperating with some anti-cheat software. And he made them stop all development on their Linux version for it. Ow. Should have recognized that sound as a grenade. Center mass, boys. Center mass. When John says, I buy all my games on disc, so it's pretty alright for me. I get good deals second hand. I mean, if you buy it second hand, that's one thing. God says, like, he's also not one of the guys making gaming worse. He is actively making the entire market worse. Like, I want more storefronts. I want more competition on the storefront market. Steam has dominated the market. I try to buy off GOG whenever I can. But GOG doesn't have a lot of games, and Steam usually has better deals as well. So that can become difficult. But I try. I do try. But, like, there aren't many other places. Like, most places just sell Steam keys. It's like, well, okay. And Origin is absolute trash. Where I'm supposed to go. Uplay is owned by a horrible company, so is Origin, but yeah, it has somewhat been improving a little bit lately. But Origin is awful. But if I'm not mistaken, they have fairly okay customer service. But brand did bad must be punished. Well, I'll happily avoid Epic for trying to actively make the market worse. I have no real desire to give them any sort of money, or encourage anyone else to deal with Epic in that same way. Like, I welcome putting your game on the Epic Store. What I don't want is people to put the game exclusively on the Epic Store. Whether it be permanent or a year, doesn't really matter. You're still bringing really shitty practices somewhere it doesn't belong. Ketchup says, I remember when I bought Shogun 2 in a store many years ago. It just had a Steam key in it. That's why even. You're just buying a little slip of paper. Why does it need to be shipped in a whole box and all that kind of stuff? That kind of stuff just creates more junk and garbage than it really needs to. I'm not exactly some Project Extinction fanatic either, but like, excessive waste like that. Oh my god, the jump is special. It's I just can't. Like wrapping things in plastic 20 times over. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Is that too high? Not sure. I think that was too high. I know you can one-hit kill them with a jump kick, but unless you're on a completely flat surface, that doesn't work as well as it should. Yes, Uplay is awful. Ubisoft is generally an awful company, and Uplay is terrible as well. WH1 says, Bubbles, how does one make a voice like T-Manu? You make it very, very deep. Wait, was that a soldier climbing on the walls? Welcome to more Spider Ninja clones, dudes. I remember a lot of Ubisoft products having limited use keys. So you can only, for instance, use the key to activate a product on 3 different computers. Which is just... Jesus fucking Christ. How can you even try to defend a practice like that? But are they Half-Life Ninja level? No, they're just melee, they're fine. Ish, they're just derpy. That's where we are now. Diomedes says this game has the darkest darkness that ever darknessed. Yes, this game actually has darkness, something a lot of games do not have.
Today's crisis at Armacam comes on the heels of a report that one of its vice presidents was kidnapped at gunpoint this morning on his way to work. Police are refusing to speculate as to whether the events are
Dominic one says, but how does one moderate the vocal fry to a rasp? I can't tell you, because I don't know. It is possible to kill them like that, it's just immensely difficult to actually hit them. Diomedes says you need to smoke 5 packets of ciggies a day. That'll get you there. Well, at least partway there. The more fags you smoke a day, the raspier you'll get eventually. Well, and now guys, welcome to the best character in any video game. Totally.
Don't shoot! My name is Norton Mapes. I'm an engineer.
Shit, it's a civilian. Give him a comlink.
Hello? Who are you people?
The good guys. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I'm having a hell of a time.
You said you're an engineer? Can you help me get into the network?
What am I, an IS lackey? Tell you what, you disable the local security system, and I'll see what I can do about the server.
I can disable it remotely once I'm logged in.
No, you can't. It's on a separate network. It's back that way.
Why do you want us to bring down the security system anyway?
Never mind why. You want my help, that's the price. I'll just wait here.
Is this a good character, guys? Is this a good character in a horror game? Guys, is this a good character in a horror game? Guys! Guys!
Run along.
This is the kind of tone you want to set in your horror game, right? Can't even kill it. I can't kill allies. If I remember correctly, he's a baddie, yes. Well, look who's here. Hulks, long go. Okay.
You have one new message. First message from
Ian Hives. Norton, it's Ian Hives. Look, Alice Wade stopped by my office this morning, and I feel a little
The physics. The physics, guys. Shit. Shot too early. I opened fire too early. I fucked it, guys. Slow time to play with the cans? Okay. Whoosh. Whoosh. What if? Yes, the fat character is just some comedic relief character in a horror game. Like, the horror in this game is not good. I don't know why people praise it. It's not good. It's not creepy. It's just a lot of badly executed attempts at jump scares. But God, the gameplay is fun. But that character just doesn't belong in any game. Unless you try to make something like Postal. No, you're not advancing. Are you okay there, dude? Doesn't look comfortable. God says I got more scared of Bioshock, yes. I mean, he says I really like how all the paper explodes into millions of the same paper shred. mean, it's a nice detail at least. Oh, there actually a lot of them are different too. It really does feel like just really inspired by John Woo at times. I did not want that. Give me my shotgun back. No, god damn it! Why is it laying there? I want the mines! Jesus Christ.
That should do it.
The best horror game is PT and that wasn't even released. The thing is, horror games need to be short. A lot of horror games try and be long, but they need to be short and they kind of need to have a gimmick. Because horror gets less scary the longer you play it. Because you just can't maintain the same atmosphere because it just becomes the norm, essentially. PT was good because it was fairly short. It changed up its horror a bit, and it was short. Those are two things that worked very much to its advantage. Wait here, they say. Ah, fuck me. I have the pistol instead of the shotgun now. Well, better pick up a shotgun somewhere. Found a shotgun. Nice. Shunkatsu says, so my girlfriend is super horrifying. Exactly. Better Warrior and Shockwave says, this looks like F.E.A.R. Is this Desperate Housewives? Yes, this is absolutely Desperate Housewives. Alma... she really wants that D. So yeah, this is now Desperate Housewives, guys.
This is Jin. We're on the roof, heading inside.
Copy. Proceed to rendezvous.
If horror games didn't have the monster jump scare, it would work better. Yes, a lot of jump scares, a lot of horror games don't really know how to do atmosphere well. So they rely on a lot of jump scares. But all you do create with jump scares is tension, not atmosphere. Horror games have to be a lot like movies in that sense. Because they generally have to operate in the same thing, which is why Alien worked well. Alien was a really good horror movie. Because it didn't show the monster much. And it didn't rely on a whole lot of jump scares. And it spent a lot of time building suspense. That's something that a lot of horror movies nowadays don't do. They just spend 2 minutes showing what happened before with the monster. Maybe they'll even show the monster then. And then they'll just rely entirely on jump scares after that. Just cheap jump scares, which aren't even scary. You're just startling people. Or you create just tension for the next jump scare. And I don't get jump scared all that easily by movies, so There's not even any tension there for me.
I was made from her, and I was born from her. We are separate, but we are one.
Emerald Weapon, I hate Buster says, I love Kyle. Well, I'm sure he loves you too. Bowman says, thank Blumhouse. It's not even Blumhouse, it's everything. Blumhouse is just able to shit out relatively cheap movies that do okay-ish in the box office, but they all make a profit. That's what Blumhouse does. They're not making any particularly good movies or anything like that. Blumhouse generally makes garbage, but it's garbage that appeals to the masses, because most people don't want any... They don't want to experience any horror or dread, which is what horror actually is. They want to be startled, then they want to leave the movie and be like... Just talk to their friends, be like, I got so scared, like, that one time when that thing jumped out, and I was like, ah! And it was like, ah! It's like, oh my god, it's like so scary, like, oh my god. That's what modern horror generally is.
What do you think, Jen?
Morkai says, ooh, a Bubs solo stream. Hi, Bubs. Yes, Kyle is dead for the time being. Also, if anyone has donated, or if anyone will donate through Streamlabs, I'll check them when we're done. Because I do not really want to... Things I'm recording screen, I don't have a second monitor, so I have to look up the whole thing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to open it on stream. Jump scares aren't horror, they're shock, yes. The human imagination is way more horrifying than any visual medium could ever conceive. Blumhouse drags the genre down. The genre is already in the dirt. Blumhouse capitalized on that. It didn't drag it down. It was already down in the dirt before that, in my opinion. Horror movies are hard to make, because you actually need to be creative when you make them. You need to understand the human psyche when you make them. And that makes them fairly difficult to make, because you need to understand what's actually scary, what's horrifying. Real horror gives you a panic attack and makes you feel sick to the core. Real horror should stay with you for too long after the film is over. For long after the film is over. Yes, that's what actual horror is. Anything else is just junk. Now, Shinkatsu donates 50 Filipino pesos and says, now I really want to eat KFC. The darkness calls. Well, then feel free to eat KFC. We ain't stopping you, boy. We're just gonna wiggle there for all eternity. I seem to be calming down. Fine red mist. Wonderful shotgun. Cool beans, as we say in French. Bogman says, the scariest film I've ever seen wasn't a horror film. It was a war film. Yes. War is one of those things that actually generally does horror far better than most horror movies. So if you can actually depict war well, war is not what you see in Call of Duty. War is dreadful. Mordecai says, what's this game? This is Desperate Housewives F.E.A.R edition. But this is actually F.E.A.R. Because Desperate Housewives, we couldn't really get it working. And I didn't want to spend time trying to figure out what was wrong with it, so we just jumped into F.E.A.R and spent time trying to figure out what was wrong with F.E.A.R instead. I should use the MP5 more. Because the MP5 is really nice. But I'm really bad at using the MP5. Because the MP5 just does that. Bullet holes everywhere, smoke everywhere and all that. I mean, it says, I really like the horror stuff with things the human being cannot understand or stop. I mean this in like an entity that cannot be stopped and the dread and fear this concept gives you. Yes. That can be done really well. I do not like how Lovecraft does it, because that's just like, human beings can't understand this, so they just go insane. Da 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 da. Human beings can't process things they see in front of them if they can't immediately understand how it works. Despite the fact that these things were called magic back in the good old days. They're called witches and sorcerers and stuff like that. But just because something doesn't... Ooh, shit. Just because something doesn't line up with what you perceive to be a reality doesn't mean you'll go insane just from seeing it. That's one thing I don't like about Lovecraft. I feel like Lovecraft just... Yeah, God, what's the word? Oh my god, help, English. Lovecraft, I feel, is... or was a fairly weak-willed person. And he had a tendency to project that weak will onto all of humanity in his writings. That's the feeling I get out of Lovecraft. So not a particularly big fan of Lovecraft personally.
Finally! Can you do something about these bombs?
Well, I could, but the game won't let me shoot them. Barwin Fanny says, I don't remember Desperate Housewives have submachine guns. Oh, but it does now. Ketchup says, submissive person? No, just mentally fragile. Where John says, I talked before about this one once I see it in my dreams on here. It still haunts me when I try and sleep. Been seeing this one goddamn demon for close to 4 years now, almost every single night. That's called a nightmare, an actual nightmare. Or night horrors and things like that. It has several names, but that's actually where the term nightmare came from. I had an ex who suffered from that as well.
Okay, buddy. There's some elevators near your position. Secure the area and escort the team back to base.
But that's not uncommon. It's also called sleep paralysis. So that's a very specific thing that happens during it. That's when you're just laying there like you... It's basically when you're just laying there, you can see like your entire room, but you're still sleeping, and then you see like something off to the side that either just stands there or approaches you or something like that.
Someone's messing with the security system. They may be trying to box you in.
It's not uncommon, and that is actually where the nightmare comes from. Bye? I think these are the friendlies.
Hold your fire.
Oh.
Hey, good to see you again.
Any way to get these gates open? Unfortunately.
Sleep paralysis. You're not actually fully awake during sleep paralysis as far as I know. I'm pretty sure you are still sleeping. It's just your mind is processing information in a very particular way.
Stand back. Here goes. We're through.
But it is as if you're fully awake and you can't move. Ah, they're following me, okay. Bogman says, I agree on Bob's analysis on Lovecraft. That's kind of what I'm getting out of Lovecraft. It's like, ooh, everything's so spoopy. Well, no, not really. Just because you see something with big tentacles doesn't mean you're gonna lose your mind over it. Just means you're gonna be like, ah, big thing with tentacles. That's strange.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Maybe a pro, but I'm a master. A fire alarm. It was triggered at a security office on that floor. You'll need to shut it off to get the elevators back.
That means it says you're fully aware, you're technically awake, but the neurotransmitter that inhibits you from moving is not yet fully disassociated from your nerves. Okay.
Mr. Bishop, do you have any idea why you were taken hostage? They were asking about Harlan Wade.
Very similar thing, at least.
We're working on a study on the Auburn district over the past 25 years. Nobody told us what it's for. Where's his daughter now? Her office is in the executive building, on the 6th floor.
Beep, beep, beep. Alarm, guys. Alarm. The worst I've ever had is just nightmares, really. Do I need to go in here currently? Yes, and then... Hi, Alma. You gonna have a staring contest? That's what you want? You wanna have a staring contest? You wanna stare? Abu? Abu? A pika? Boo! Pika? Boo! Come. And there she is! Well, Alma.
Great. The elevators are working again, but now the security gates are all shutting. You're gonna have to find another way to the roof. Halliday, can you guys escort Mr. Bishop? We'll take good care of him.
Carter says, when I get sleep paralysis, I always just force myself awake. I don't think I've ever had sleep paralysis personally.
Betters, I'm pretty much done.
Can't quite recall ever having it, at least.
I'm gonna need to do some lab work.
All right, head back to the roof and sit tight. Maybe a while before we can get a ride out of there for you.
Bye! Whee! Down he goes. What's going to jump down there, I wonder? That wouldn't be productive anyway.
The data's uploading now. There's a reference to something called Icarus. It says here that it was a bioengineering program that started in 1973. Something about health issues related to microgravity, loss of muscle mass, bone density, shit like that.
In the offices, game looks fine. Out in the open areas, it does not look good. It only looks good in smaller enclosed areas. Because it doesn't, like, if you just make everything flat, lighting-wise, it doesn't look good. A lot of the way the game looks is because of how it uses lighting. On the topic of sleep paralysis and stuff like that, I remember a book that our teacher would read to us in class way back when I was a real little boy in school. It was about, I think it was like a teddy bear like kingdom. It's just kind of weird, and my memory is unreliable at best when it comes to this specific topic. But what they would do is they'd kidnap children. And the way they do that is by sewing children's mouths shut while they were sleeping and then kidnapping them from their bedrooms while they were sleeping. Now that I think about it, I'm wondering if that may have been based off of the writer's experience with sleep paralysis. Because that does run into the whole idea of the fact that you're laying there, bad things are happening to you, and you can't scream or anything like that. You just lay there and you have to take it. You can't even scream. Shigata says, my KFC is here. Thanks, chat. Off to eat. Enjoy your KFC.
Fire and rescue is giving up on Jankowski. I'm hoping it has banged his head really hard and is wandering around the harbor with amnesia.
What a nice kid-friendly story to tell kids. I know, right? Sounds kind of creepy. Yeah, no, it's tapping into that kind of primal. It's fairly primal. That fear when you can't do anything, you have no control over your situation. You're just there powerless while things are happening to you. Oh shit indeed, boy. I mean, I also like the concept of your blanket is actually an organism that develops and then slowly digests you alive. That sounds kind of retarded. Why don't you sleep without a blanket then? I'm not so sure about that concept in particular, personally. Alright, I was wanting to use the MP5 more often. Okay. Well, now I've seen that too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, that was messy. At best. Ketchup says that sounds hyper-specific. Bogman says that sounds like a fetish. Yeah, kinda. No, I mean, this is like, you people are messed up. I mean, you're the one who brought it up. Gimme stops. Warren Charlton says, what I find the most terrifying is an evil that doesn't actually want to do anything to you. That just watches and watches and watches and watches until you smile back at it. Why is that? Like, I get the concept of finding something scary if it doesn't really care about you and you're essentially just a fly to it. Because then you're just powerful, but it doesn't want to do anything to you at all. Even if you annoy it, then that doesn't quite get me. Look, friends. Up. More baddies. Oh, you weren't dead. Okay, that was all of them for the time being. Nope, no grenades. Not allowed. Not legal. I thought you were there. Warren John says, I can't quite describe it. Maybe obsessive observation is better. Kind of like the idea of just being constantly stalked. There's something always there just watching your every move. Yes, flashlight. I agree. And then it's quiet till around the corner. Penetrator, good boy. There's a guy around here. Two of them, in fact. Oh, double kill. I mean, and that's why I love Battlestar Galactica. The horror of you have to keep moving or you will die. There's no hope. Your situation can only get worse, and you have nowhere to run. That kind of feels like one of those. Like at that point, it's like, why even bother? Almost. Like if it's that bad. Like there's of course the urge for survival that is built into every living being, but a lot of humanity has managed to move beyond that natural desire to just stay alive no matter what.
We're taking fire. Get us the hell out of here. What's happening? Victims down. Repeat, victims down. That was ATC security. Are you sure? Oh yeah, I'm sure. Friendly fire? Didn't feel very friendly to me. I think that they were deliberately targeting them. What the fuck is that?
Gonna have very little ammo, by the way.
Guess they didn't trust him to keep his mouth shut about something. Got it. You're wrong.
Ah, at least he's dead now. Hi, friend. No grenades, please. By the way, these guys are just the clones, but reskinned. They don't really serve much of a purpose. Other than being like, you have a different looking enemy to shoot at now. Shit, I was reloading. Mercy! First death. First death! War and Peace says, what's the game today? Desperate Housewives. Fair edition.
We're taking fire. Get us the hell out of here. What's happening? Victims down. Repeat, victims down.
Maybe I should have taken the other gun. Maybe I made a mistake.
That was ATC security. Friendly fire? Didn't feel very friendly to me. I think that they were deliberately targeting Bishop. What the fuck is ATC doing? Guess they didn't trust him to keep his mouth shut about something.
You, bad man. Bad people.
Man down!
Quick reload. And back to killing, boys. Ah, F.E.A.R. shotgun is just nice. It's nice and oomphy and meaty and everything nice you want from a shotgun. Uppity up. Out. Bye, friend. Bye, friend's head. How many more are there left now is the question. Medkit. I'd like to clear out this area before I look at chat again, because they could come from anywhere. Okay, I think that's the area cleared out. No mistakes, only regrets. Big regrets. Bogman says, I feel that humanity has moved past the fear of death and moved on to existential dread. Kinda, in a sense. Kinda. We've gotten to a point where life is pointless, so yes. Well, life is always technically pointless. In a technical sense. Like, the meaning of life is essentially to reproduce. That's the basic thing programmed into every living being.
This way.
Shit,
your signal's breaking up.
But like, it's hard to really talk about these concepts, particularly when you're streaming. Whee! Explosion! Catch the ladder, you dumbwit. Still a bit of a shame that we didn't manage to get Desperate Housewives to work. That could have been the special. I'll try to get it working, but I can't make any guarantees. But I didn't want to do it during this particular stream because, well, streaming that kind of stuff isn't that much fun for people to watch usually. It helps a bit if you've got someone else to talk to while doing it, but doing it alone isn't the best part. Depends a bit, of course, but yeah, I couldn't be fucked to do it. Can't forget that you die if you fall down there. Or in pieces, I've actually been reading Lovecraft lately. Lovecraft's horror is great in concept, but the execution isn't the best. Yes, like the concepts are great, but as I said earlier, I feel that his own projection of his own fragile mind makes a lot of the things that he does just lose any real purpose. Hi, Skeletor. Gimme. Gotta get a health increase. Now we can go up here. One piece, I'll take the story as part of a greater whole.
They left her in darkness. They left her.
It's up to you. I barely read any little bits of Lovecraft. It's like I know the concepts, I understand what he's trying to do, and it's like people aren't that fragile. It's all I'm getting out of it. It's just like everyone's a fragile little baby, according to him. It's like, no, people aren't that fragile. Sure, people can go insane, but it's usually not from seeing things they can't understand. When Charlton says, sometimes I can't look at mirrors in my house and have to turn them away so I don't see what's behind me in case I see that thing, so yeah, I guess. Well, I'm no psychologist, but I know that's often a symptom of a different psychological issue altogether. Often. Not always, but often. Ow! God damn it. Too aggressive, too aggressive. Oops. Getting those into melee actually makes them a lot easier to deal with. They can't into melee. Warren P says, that's the horror of it, that anyone can break from things that shouldn't break you. Well, that's just retarded. That's the thing. I just find that stupid. Like, oh, you'll go insane. Despite there's no really any reason for you going insane. It's like, then why? That's just retarded, in my opinion. Are you willing to come out to play? I'm not behind the column, shut up. One Piece says he's just uncomfortable, to each their own bubs. Yeah, like, I just find it to be bad writing because, like, you can't write things that would make people go insane, so you just say they go insane anyway. It's like, it's, no. It's just how I end up being. Ah, now we're in the lab area. Lab area special. We'll even get to see an old friend here, guys. And I mean, it says in stories and myths, mirrors are often gated somewhere else. Something about mirrors has always scared many humans. I think it's the fact that you're seeing yourself.
Hello?
I think that when mirrors came around in particular, that scared a lot of people.
No thanks to you guys.
What are you doing here?
The elevators are offline, and those soldiers are everywhere. You've got to find the security office and override.
Isn't this guy great, guys?
You gonna stay put this time?
On my honor.
Wagman says the Colorado Space is the only Lovecraft story that tells you why the people go insane. Yeah, Colorado Space is decent. Because that one just doesn't rely on Muspoopy and Insanity. That one actually, it does something. Oh, I don't remember which way to go yet. I think this one has something? Yes, it does.
You have one new message.
Glad to take a first aid kit. I'll take that too.
An outside number. Jason, it's me. I just saw the news. What's going on?
Sorry, but I think Jason might be dead.
I'm really freaking out.
Especially now. They were running. Ooh, spooky. Spooky, scary clones. Okay, game, how many clones are there in this room? Ow! Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah, hardest difficulty can be a bit hard. If you're being retarded and just running out in the open like that. Now, I've made it through the entirety of the game up to where I always quit without dying once. So it's not that difficult, to be honest. Oh, fuck me, that damage. Stated. All it takes is just a couple of hits to bring you down from nearly full to almost dead. They actually need a hit. They have a hard time doing when you're blasting them full of buckshot. Or birdshot, or how much buckshot? Am I the only one here who gets those overwhelming moments of random dread and abstract horror? Well, there might be other people too, but it's not normal. War and Peace's machine intelligence freaks me out too. Machine intelligence freaks out a lot of people because it's that thing with the unknown, something that could be smarter than you and you never know because it could be plotting in the background and you don't know what it's capable of. Hi friends. Okay, bye grenade. I'm never even using the penetrate. I don't know why I have it on me. Got full ammo for it. He dead though. Is that the Misty from the Pokemon? Mormon says, I don't think that AI will truly ever be intelligent. Never say never. They've done a lot with technology. And we don't know where it ends, and that's the thing. It's like, sure, we can't make an actually intelligent AI now, but that doesn't mean they can't ever be intelligent. God damn it. No grenades, please. Come on. Now, people are technically free to give medical advice to anyone they want in chat. There's nothing legally stopping them from doing so, although I'd be careful listening to anyone who's not actually a medical professional. Because just because someone sounds like they know what they're talking about doesn't necessarily know what they're talking about. Now, for all I know, someone ahead knows what they're talking about, but that's just generally good advice. Don't listen to anyone just because they sound like they know what they're talking about. Yeah, not supposed to go there yet. Because I want to explore over here. Or was I supposed to go over there? Fuck, now I don't remember. Either way, thing here. Oh yeah, this leads back here. Warren says I'll get a sonic eval sometimes. That's probably not a bad idea, because it sounds like you have a couple of things that you may want someone to look at. Because there might be a solution to your problems too. Bogman says, must admit, know very little about computers, but AI runs off series of commands, right? I don't think as long as AI runs off commands, it will ever be truly intelligent. Well, we run off a similar system because we run off of essentially chemicals. Run on chemical and electric stimuli. A computer is not all that functionally different. You just need to give it... You basically just need to give the computer the right commands and make it able to adapt. And at some point, it will be capable enough to at least emulate that of a human being.
See this button? I wonder what this does.
It triggers the turret that I'm not going to fight. Now that that turret's down, we can go over here.
Automatic defensive measures are active in this area.
Open, please. And we shut that off.
Alright, it's uploading. Looks like the Icarus program got shut down in favor of something called Perseus, which from what I can tell is funded by DOD. I'm guessing that's where Fettel and his soldiers came from.
Let's not go that direction then. Yeah, that just goes back here, of course. So we're gonna have to go to that place. Where did... Am I completely lost now? Oh, right. This is where I'm supposed to go. Stop shooting me. Warren Johnson says, and good God, the story of this game is dumb. Yes, but the shooting is why I play this. The shooting is great. The horror is bad. The story is bad. But the shooting, oh God, the shooting is so satisfying. Till we get to the turret part. As you can see, my health just evaporated there. Turrets are not fun. The robots are not fun. The ghosts are not fun. But finding the clones, fun. Okay. Let's go through here. Ow, my Fucking hell! Jesus Christ. Yeah, but AI had to run a solid core of commands. Since humans has to create that core, it will never surpass a human in intelligence, because we don't fully understand the human brain. How can we? Well, at the point where something can run itself and code itself, we don't know what it's capable of, because computers operate similarly-ish to human brains, but not the same way. For instance, a human brain is it's very capable, but it's also very limited in what it can do. A computer can be much more focused, significantly more so than what a human brain can be.
Bill Moody. This is Bill Moody. Sorry I didn't get back to you sooner, but we got a little behind schedule. I'm still out here at the South River Tree.
This led nowhere, if I remember correctly. Also, the human brain is very lazy when it can get away with it. Yes, that's generally the case too. Smoke be gone. Run! Might run a bit fast if I unequip the shotgun. Eh. Get out of there. One piece. I like my flesh a bit. I don't want to be downloaded. Technically, you can download your brain, but just like downloading files, it's only you taking a copy. The original remains where it is. But if it's a copy of the exact you, then is it you? Do you then have two yous that diverge from that point, or do you have you and not you, who's just like you? Just so you know, bad idea. You rush the game, a lot of the scripted events can be a bit derpy. Saving checkpoint right there, even. Oh, he was dead. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Ketchup says, no, it's separate. But what is you? It really comes down to what one would define as oneself. Fuck me. No! I'm too young to die! Okay, well, that chugged through a ton of health kits. Yeah, I'm never using the penetrator. So we're gonna do. Grab you. Because we're gonna need you. Warren John says, look, I don't believe in souls. So to me, it's different. If it's a different copy in every way, ignore if that would be possible, then why is it different to you? Exactly, why is it different? Just because it doesn't have the exact same molecules as you, does that make it inherently different than you? What if we made copies of Kyle and breed Kyle with copies of Kyle? That's terrible. Don't even entertain the possibility. Because this Bubs is old. Well, I was apparently too young to die. Ketchup says people get really caught up in conversations when they have different definitions for the same word. Well, it's less of a definition issue and more of a philosophy issue. Hey guys. Okay, well, that was straightforward enough. God damn it. Stop picking up that. I didn't want that. I wanted that. Bowman says yes, the computer will be never tiring and and far more focused than humans. That does not change the fact that it will not be able to reprogram what allows it to be able to program, thus being handicapped from the get-go. Well, any computer could technically, so long as it's not hardware restrictions, it could be enabled to allow itself to recode itself, essentially. As long as it would have the ability to learn how to do it. Which a true AI technically would. Now, people said that humans could never fly. Well, that's technically true. Humans found ways around that. By making machines that fly. It's kind of the same concept. Look, a friend.
Warning. Toxic substance detected. Emergency lockdown in effect.
Is the gamer girl bathwater in here? No way. Diomedes says, biologically speaking, an exact copy of you would behave exactly like you do. Beyond that, you would diverge into two different people due to different memories and experiences. Yes. A different copy of you, like an exact copy of you put in the exact same circumstances, would, in theory, do the exact same things that you do. In theory. As long as it's exactly like you in the exact same circumstances. However, if a single variable changed, then things could change drastically. Give me things. I like things. Who could be the first prototype? Oh my god, guys. Who could the first prototype be? Guys! It couldn't be someone who has completely unexplained slow motion powers for no reason other than the game. Right, guys? I see mines. Guys, do you like turret sections? Why are you standing in that corner? By the way, slow-mo turret? Yes. Absolutely. There's no such thing as overkill. Well, there went his head. This thing really feels weak, though. It'll actually hit things, but just the shooting sound just sounds weak. Doesn't mean it's weak, just sounds weak. I don't want none of your shit. Yes, you do have 3 men down, in fact. I'm not behind the wall. Shut up. Blind. Peter Patter, Peter Patter. I think we'll soon get to see AI fighting AI. That's special. That's where the turret came out. And this where all the dead people are. The crowd says, don't see what slow-mo powers have to do with magical melting people or eating people and mind control. It seems very distantly related at best. I don't know what you're talking about. These are the exact same things. Yeah. Total waste of ammo. But why not? If you can't waste ammo just to have fun, then what's the point? But is it supposed to sound like a weak recording of a turret shooting? Kinda, yeah, but it still doesn't have that... Like, it still needs to have feel to it, in my opinion. Because there's the point of realism versus not realism, and this does not have realism. This game is not priding itself on being realistic. If I try to have realistic audio, sure, but it's not. It's oomphy, it's nice, it's boomph. Or tells us the flesh may decay, but the machine is everlasting. But who knows what kind of psychological damage the act of replacing your limbs and stuff could have with cybernetics. Because we know nothing of what that would actually do in the long term to people with like actual proper cybernetics. One thing is prosthetics, but replacing a functioning limb, that might be different, because certainly they'd feel different to use, no? The brain not to appreciate that either. I can't bring myself to care enough about those segments. Pedal. Ooh.
A war is coming. I've seen it in my dreams. Fire sweeping over the earth, bodies in the streets, cities turned to dust. Retaliation.
Cryptic. Spoopy. Guys, I'm scared now. Game is spoopy. Bowman says, having cybernetics would probably require a lot of meds, potentially. It says why cybernetics coated in titanium or bioplastic will not get rejected by the human body. It's not about rejection, it's about mental rejection. Because the human body is very attached to its limbs. Very much so, in fact. So, like, replacing that, we don't know what it would do. Off with his head. Off with his body. I don't want that grenade. Again, don't look at chat and peek around the corner. That's a terrible idea. I wonder, are they willing to come up to me? I'm curious. I don't think they're willing to come to me. Blood! No, my cactus. Well, I don't mean this. That's all I can think of now is the Futurama episode where Herman is getting cyborg upgrades. Warren says, I can imagine that being a robot could cause immense mental damage. Yes, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. Exactly. It could cause God knows what kind of things. Like some kind of dysphoria wouldn't be unlikely at all, for instance. Ah, yes, there we go. This part is beautiful. Now I get to watch the AI fight the AI. Watch the AI operate against itself. Those two are after me, by the way. Well, he figured out something better.
This way. There.
Stevo to Delvin says some lizards have detachable tails. Maybe we just need lizard brains. Maybe. Maybe every human should be injected with lizard DNA. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? I mean, it says I would prefer a synthetic body that's very similar to this one, but without the self-destroying DNA bit. Well, replacing your body could lead to a lot of problems. For instance, what if parts of your body breaks down? You'd have similar issues, but they'd generally be easier to fix, I imagine. Then again, who knows what kind of medical technology we'd have at the point where we could make those kind of bodies as well. That's also a factor. So, Amelia says, I'm actually a lizard in disguise and can't confirm it. Having a lizard brain is better. Do you detach your limbs often? Is that what you're trying to say here? Warren John says, I mean, they already tried it. It's why we have the suck. True, true. Wildman says, we already have the so-called lizard brain. Well, I mean, Kyle's more of a cat girl. Look, are you just going to focus on me? There's baddies over there. Why don't you shoot them? What if I peek around the corner? Yes. Touch your friend's ass. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Am I? I can't even flank here. Are you retarded? Now we got one of those. Don't want. No bueno. No bueno. What did I have here? Assault rifle? Maybe? Come on, come on. Ah. Yes. Brrr. I agree. Very brrr. Would it be a safe assumption to assume the cybernetic dysphoria could be similar to gender dysphoria? Yes. It's not an unreasonable assumption to make that there could be something similar happening. Because even if people have amputations and lose limbs other ways, there's phantom pain, so it's not unreasonable to assume that you also could develop a sort of dysphoria too. Because gender dysphoria is a thing, and it happens to people. Don't know why, but it does. I want those. Oh, I'm not here. I'm not here! I see baddies! I don't want no baddies! Ow. Hi. I'm actually out of medkits. Shit. Do I need to get good? I might need to get good, guys. We should just attach a robotic tail on the lizard and study the expectances of organic versus robotic tails. Well, we'll still have to operate well with the... Oh shit, I have no makers in this part. Ooh. Need time for a change of weapons. El Woodall says, Megwan and Bob Sunday stream, yes. Kyle is dead. Kyle is treason. Kyle is bad person. And Kyle is unreliable. Kyle man bad. Kyle's dealing with some other stuff. Fire in the hole now? Huh? Damn! You got an arm on you! Holy shit! Damn, boy. Yeah, well, we got two of them. No, not that side. Not that side! You're not supposed to go on that side! Who knows? Ow, my health. Well, we've got 4 health and no make hits. Gimme. Ah. Well, that could have gone a lot worse than it did. Oh shit, these weapons. Gimme. These 3 additional HP are just crutches. Yes, they are. A good April Fool's joke would be to get Arch to stream on this channel and pretend he's Bubs. Too bad he can't stream. How would that work? People would recognize that difference immediately. I'm not quite seeing what the long-term plan is here. Like, sure, you may think that if you just write Bub stream only and then Arch is there, and it's like, okay. Well, it's an Arch stream, and you're not really going to be fooled after that. Shit, wrong weapon equipped. This weapon is adorable, by the way. A very adorable little weapon. Skeletors. Everyone likes zapping their enemies, right? Aaron says, is Bubs and Mike worse than usual? Is my memory fucking with me again? Is it any different from normal? It shouldn't be. Because I haven't changed anything, so it should be fine. Did I see physics? Ah, yeah, boys. We got ourselves some physics over here. Oh, yeah. Give me that physics. Inject that physics. Right into my bloodstream. Oh, yeah. Elwood Olin says, nah, Bob sounds pretty normal.
God damn it, I lost Fettel's signal again. This transmitter's a piece of shit.
Are you saying I've been lied to? The big lies? The squeak lies? Okay, that one's locked. I remember that much. Okay, let's see, what time is it? It's nearly 2? Yeah, a bit longer. A bit longer. I see that people are writing in Rebit speak. I think Diomedes might be in... Oh God, was it Hex? Baron says, my memory has been fucking with me quite a lot the last couple of days. Probably going senile or something. Yeah, you are senile. What's this? An elevator? Just for me? Thank you, Alma. Very kind of you to send an elevator just for me. Hexadecimal, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. El Woodall says, can you blam the bee poops in chat? Yes, feel free to blam them. El Woodall can blam away.
You have one new message. First message from
Really? After that, you still functioning? Well, okay. Diomedes says, I was deputized by WNH1, so I'm unblammable. Are you, though? Are you really? Or do you just pretend to be? Ketchup does, in fact, answer to a higher power. He answers to God, which is me. Just a text file called Proteus. Uh-oh, he dead. Oh no. Oh no, guys. What do we do now? Oh, hi, Alma. Poor Diomedes. Uh-oh. Spoopy elevator. Okay, settled now? Okay, good. You're not really spooky because I know you're gonna fall down after I jump off of you. You wouldn't fall down with me on you because, well, the game would be over then if I died. I'm not gonna die to that. Got a problem in games when I try to be spooky because there aren't any stakes because you, the player, aren't going to die. Well, the ketchup has spoken. Your hexes are banned. Hi, Alma. Diomedes says there are apparently 2 of me now. Yes, we had this discussion already. Whether or not a clone of you would really be you. Even if you had the same memories as you. Ah, it's this area. Friends. There you are. Gimme things. Bogman says Alma is a nice name. Fairly smooth as far as names go. I don't really feel like using that right now. Jesus, they weren't dead? Fucking hell. Well, that was enough to kill them, but apparently not. Oh god, we're all the way back here. Fucking hell. Oh. Gimme stuff. 4 deads, yes. I'm playing significantly worse than I play usually, actually. Diomedes says, no, I mean there's me, Captain Diomedes, and there's Chaplain Diomedes too. Yeah, you're both Diomedes. So you're both you, aren't you? Despadoodle says, I find lack of fire protection and fire protection accessories in this multi-story complex disturbing. Well, it's clearly a spooky, bad, evil corporation. So they don't need fire safety or anything like that. Yes, that is generally the case in a lot of buildings in games. Where fire escapes and such don't exist. Fire ladders, not a thing. Sprinklers, nowhere to be seen. Anything like that. That's not uncommon. Yeah, let's go poke in here just to make sure we get the trigger. And then go back around. The fire extinguisher is full apparently nitroglycerin. How much safer do you need it? Yeah, they are full of nitroglycerin, as you can see. Big boom. I need to wait for that to stop. There we go. And hippity hop. I kinda at least want to get to the woman before we end it. Domination1 says Bobble's mic is no longer picking up his subtle vocal fry, which makes his voice even smoother. Do you have like a voice fetish or something, Domination1? Anything over here? No, I don't think so. I don't recall ever checking over there, actually. Let's be big brain and actually make a quick save in case we die again for dumb reasons. Oh, now it saves here. Oh, thank you, game. Yoink. There we go, much smoother. Much smoother. Game was reminded by your quick save. I know, right? Domination1 says his mic is too velvety. Bogman says some fire extinguishers extinguish the fire, others create fire, and some makes the fire retardant. The fire itself retardant? Fire retardant fire? I'm not sure if that's particularly useful, to be honest. No, there are no flashlights here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't hear that grenade. Where are you? I don't think I killed him, did I? Maybe I did. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe he'll fucking eat me around the corner sometime. Never trust a clone anyway. Doesn't the AI get a lot of praise in this game? It does. As far as FPS AI goes, this one is actually pretty good. Because I've played through this game several times, so I know a lot of the ins and outs of the AI. I'm playing fairly horribly today, though, compared to what I usually do. However, I am rarely able to predict exactly what the AI is going to do, because the AI is actually capable of making some semi-decisions. Ooh. My jump scare, guys. My horror game, guys. That game's spooky. Ah ha 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 ha. Give me all the things, game. Elwood was like, wait, this is a horror game? Yes, this is a horror game. Hello, friends. I like it they say take him out despite being a turret. Maneto Chefes says, this isn't a horror game, it's just horror themed. No, it's a horror FPS game. The horror is terrible in this game. It's actually really bad. But the shooting is great fun. And that's why we play it. Because playing it is fun. The humans are the real monsters indeed. Look at all these friends we shot. The blood's supposed to stay on the wall? I'm pretty sure it's stayed. Yeah, I've had blood on the wall here before. Odd. Boop, boop, boop. And we roll back down, and we find wherever we're supposed to go. I think was through here. Whichever one it didn't come from. Oh no, hostiles here. Calm down. Oops. Terrible throw. Ah, God damn it, one of them flanked around. And yes, those are tanky. Those are real tanky. Vanity Chef says, Bobs, what think of Dead Space? I tried playing Dead Space on PC. Controls were awful. I quit after getting into the elevator. Because the game was just... The port was awful. One of the worst ports I've ever touched. So, the only Dead Space I played is 3, and I can absolutely see the serious flaws in 3. It's kind of fun to play multiplayer, but yeah. No, it's not a horror game of any kind. Shit. Too early. Well, boys. Okay. Fuck. God, this game is so fucking punishing when you're not playing well. Six deads, yep. But I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, which is actually hard in this game. But I'm playing worse than normal. I will point that out. Say that, admit that, whatever. Here we are. Here's an excuse. Well, kind of, but no. I'm having a serious get good issue. Yeah, I can concentrate on the game, or I can concentrate on chat, or I can split my attention between both, and I kind of have to split my attention. That's why I usually stream or record on lower difficulties, because that's not a try-hard mode. Oh, look at chat, but goddammit, I keep running into common encounters. Wait. Okay. Are we good? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe there's a fucker hiding somewhere. Yeah, I think we might be good. Bonito Chef says, wait, leaning? No, God play. Yes, it has leaning. If I can play through the God damn it. If I can play through the Dark Souls port with Master Keyword, I don't see why you would not be able to play through Dead Space on PC. Because I hate terrible controls. Terrible controls bother me. They bother the fuck out of me. I have to scroll up because I saw someone saying something. But where? Elwood also says I maintain barring E.F.A.R. the only good streams are small streams. Yeah, I do generally prefer smaller streams personally. Like streams where chatters flies by and you can't keep up with the chat. I'm not a big fan. I like the streams where you get that like good middle ground where you can keep up with the chat, but it's not too overwhelming, so you can play the game a bit too. But Into Chef says, it's a weird series to be honest. 1 is good at the core but bad with controls. I think 2 is better with the controller. 2 has good beginning and end, but middle is awkward. 3 is fine if you're being generous. 3 is fine if you're playing co-op and you're not looking for any like serious horror experience. You're just looking for a dumb game where you can shoot aliens. Or zombies. It's the same thing really. They don't sound like zombies for the most part. Not like weird alien things. Bogman says, Sardonica is a lot better than E.F.A.R. in my opinion. Ralph has a lot of interesting takes. Sardonica has a generally good lineup in my opinion. I don't really watch any of the stuff, but I don't watch E.F.A.R. either, so. Bogman says, I know, Bobs, you just need to kill us. Well, I'm not going to kill us. Yeah, I'll contact with my shotgun, pin the hole. See, I'm doing this again, where I'm running into a room and I really shouldn't be. I should be playing significantly more conservatively. Because running into a room like that is how I die. It's how I burned through all my first aid kits. I don't normally play like that. I blame stream. There you are. Shit. It's how you get 6 deaths. Yes, it is. Hippity hoppity. Your brain's my property. Ooh, gimme. Okay, got the shotgun, dude. Got man round corner, and second man round corner. Okay. See, much better when you actually get good. Was it starting blame chat turning into Kibs? Nah, not really your fault. It's entirely my fault for playing poorly. Hostiles, you say? Oh shit! I didn't expect you to run around there. Whoa, hi there, friend. The worst part is, if you get too close to them, you can't take damage from killing them because they sometimes fire the gun when they're dead. Which is what happened to me around this corner. No, don't want any. Shit! Shit! Well, that was my last first aid kit. fuck you for trying to come over here. They keep trying. God damn it! No, no grenades. Give me health. No, I don't think his squad is alright, in fact. Ow, fuck me! I just got that health back too! God, still more of them. Still more! Okay. Gotta be a bit conservative. Gotta not lose health. Grab that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Bad corner. Bad touch. Oh god, no, he has that. Lord save me. Okay. Fuck me. That's a one-hit kill. Too many people hoard items, in my opinion, when they should be using them. I know. Sometimes items can be extremely useful.
You're not one of them.
No, I'm not.
Given up on being rescued.
So guys, you want to see some sick t-shirt tech? Look at that t-shirt. Guys. Look at that t-shirt. Oh, it's so good. So good. Guys! Bobs, the trick is to not let your HP fall below 1 while the enemy's HP below... While getting the enemy's HP to fall below 1. Yes. I've been trying to apply that trick. I seem to have limited success. I mean, it says, wow, this reminds me of blood and throwing of TNT around the corners. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that a few times here too. It's, well, if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, because you die real quick. There's one thick t-shirt. Oh, yes it is.
Hello?
Ms. Wade, we're gonna get you out of there, but you're gonna have to move quickly.
I need to get to my dad.
Where is he?
Some kind of classified facility.
By the way, she's not
I've
wearing
never heard of
shoes.
it. There isn't even a street address, just UTM coordinates. The entrances are all hidden, but I have passcodes.
Okay, buddy.
Look at them feet, boys. Look at them feet. Cover data from laptop. Okay, we'll do that.
First things first. Get to the roof. The helo's on the way.
You mean a helicopter? Can we drive instead? My car's downstairs in the parking garage.
What, are you afraid of flying?
Kind of?
Trust me, you're safer in the air.
Yeah, right. Hurry! Let's go get my dad.
Yes, let's go get your dad.
Safe house till this is over.
What?
Don't worry, your father will be joining you as soon as we pick him up.
No way! I'm not going anywhere until I know he's okay.
Forget it, I'm not taking any more chances.
The Crawdad says, are we sure she isn't the psychic prototype? She's immune to weapon fire. All the friendlies are immune to weapon fire. So is the laptop, by the way. Now, I think this is a good place to end it. Sadly, we couldn't get Desperate Housewives to actually work. I'll try to make sure that's working for next time. Assuming I don't just uninstall it again. But we'll see what we can do about getting it to work. We'll see. Can't make any promises, but yeah, we'll see. So, yay for actually having to display capture instead of anything else. Ketchup says, how do you know that all the allied NPCs are not figments of PC's imagination? Can't hit/kill them. That's true. But would your imagination cook up invincible NPCs? Would they? Yes, this is a good place to end it. We're nearing the 4-hour mark. We're 10 minutes off, actually. And I'm not Kyle, so I don't tend to go over unless it's impossible creatures, and I'm actually having very much fun fucking around with the mission. But, I mean, this stream is something we kind of just had to do, because Kyle, sadly, was not able to stream today. So, no Wasteland, or KOTOR, or Iron Harvest, or anything else that we're intending to do. So yeah, this is just a filler stream. And I want to live Impossible Creatures for Saturday. But I wanted to do Desperate Housewives, but, well, we had difficulties getting that. Nier Automata is on Steam sale. Is it actually on sale? That's kind of impressive. But if it's on Steam sale, then everyone should go buy it. Big recommend. Very, very big recommend, in fact. Yes. We'll see you tomorrow, most likely. So, goodbye, and take care until then.